Look at a human being and say, you deserve to be under one roof with the people that you love.
But does that give you a right to break into my house?
Exactly.
To break into whose house?
Yeah.
Because we can take that back and think about
Let's call
whose
about
house.
it. Hello, I'm Ernesto Rocha, and I am a proud undocumented storyteller.
My name is Juan Camilo González Ochoa Trios de la Rueda for the Gringos, JC. I'm a singer and actor.
I'm Danjeli. I'm a spoken word artist and a paralegal, and I was undocumented for 12 years.
Jonathan Miranda, and I'm parole.
Hi, I'm Julie. I'm a grad student and I'm also undocumented.
Jasmina Saavedra, I'm an immigrant. I came to this country through the legal process.
The first statement is, I feel threatened by the other side.
Of course.
The day after Trump's inauguration, I found my mother at 6 a.m. trying to find out how much it would cost to ship our washing machine to the Dominican Republic. She said, I just want you to be ready in case immigration comes. Ever since, it has felt like my family and my community have been taking punches over and over and over again, trying to prove our humanity, that we deserve basic human rights.
I think it was never about a very specific country and a very specific legal status. I think it was a fear of everyone who is different. He put forth the Muslim ban, and through that process, a lot of people lost their green card, their permanent resident status too. And after that, he came after birthright citizenship. Undocumented immigrants, and I think Mexican undocumented immigrants in particular, were the first to take the hit, but that category is going to continue to grow and it's going to consume a lot of us.
Well, I feel attacked by the other side just because I love this country, just because I respect the law here. I feel attacked when I cannot feel free to support my president because they profile me as a bad person just because I want the best for the people in this country.
All right, we said the T word. As a Latino, I'm already put in this box that I'm supposed to think this way, I'm supposed to act this way, I'm supposed to just assumedly go with my group. Trump said very specific things and they get twisted around and presented as like, well, he thinks all Mexicans are rapists. It's like, that's not what he said. The Muslim ban, it wasn't a Muslim ban. They're banning specific countries that were already banned under Obama. So to call it a Muslim ban is a very wide umbrella of association.
The only thing I feel threatened by is by media. It is by identity politics, as JC was saying. Like, first off, I don't have a problem with the stories you guys have. You come to America for betterment, but sadly, you're a minority of another minority of people that do come across the border for other not good intent purposes. The reason why I talked mostly about Mexico is because it's right on our southern border. It's right there, and our border is totally whack. It's weak, it's nothing there. That's why I voted for Trump and want a wall, is because even though you didn't come through the legal process, I still want you to be protected.
But also, President Trump has been saying that he wants to help the good illegal people, the people who really love this country. I mean, because you need to accept not everyone is good. I mean, you can be here illegally and be respectful to this country and love this country.
I think there's a theme here, this theme of legality. The way in which Trump supporters have used this idea of legality has been completely incorrect and dismissive of this country's history. If you were to use that same argument 60 years ago, when segregation was legal, you could have said, I don't want black people in this restaurant because the law says that white people and black people shouldn't be in the same spot. I have the right to impose that law. Laws change. Laws can be unjust.
I believe in America first.
I actually believe America first, but I believe every country should have that. Anything. I do want America first, because even though these people are not undocumented, the moment I hope that they gain citizenship, which is hopes ASAP, that they come to a country that is prepared to give them opportunities and to go for the goals and dreams that they wish to aspire.
It's like America first. It's like we start with the individual. So is your life more important than my life? In my world, my life is more important than your life. And I do my best to take care of myself. I fill my cup up so that I can fill up your cup.
That what's first for me is community. I don't stand behind any country. I can't say that I think Dominican Republic comes first. I don't. I think it's people come first.
America first is such a dangerous concept. I don't know if you realize, but that's the reason why the world is constantly at war. America first is about white Americans first. It's white America first versus the few people from all around, different countries, different colors, who are okay with white America first because they're gonna get the seconds. And there's always the temptation for me to align myself in that place and say, if I just keep my head down a little bit, then I will be next in line too. Because guess what? I am more privileged than undocumented immigrants who come from Latin America, who have crossed the border. And that is shameful to me. And I have to every day train myself to put that thought down because I want to align myself with people. And I know you said, how can I think about another family when my own family is hurting? But why wasn't America thinking about that when it came into the Dominican Republic, when it created incredibly uneven trading deals with Mexico, when it bombed the hell out of my country, right? Wasn't that for America first? Isn't that why I'm here?
Illegal immigration hurts legal immigration.
It's like you're waiting in line to get into this place. And for you to, go to the back of the line, stand in line and wait, and to watch people cut in line in front of you, it's a big fuck you to my family. It's a big fuck you to the whole system. It's not about a wall. Fuck the wall. It's about principles.
Like you said, it's based on principles. If we waited, there would be no need for a wall in general. When you come here, illegally and you got cut off, now you're in a position of being like in the middle class or even in the wealth class where now you're paying more taxes for someone to not pay taxes, and now you're paying for their education and their healthcare. That could have gone for your children. That could have gone for American citizens, and now we're giving it to them.
We had a process for a green card in place. And guess what? We waited those 2 years, and what happened was we were denied because they said, your parents aren't making enough money. That happened 2 more times. Every time we were denied, my parents decided to stay because our entire lives were here, our entire community, our church community, our friends. When you say there is a right way to immigrate here and there is an illegal way, and you use a big fat label on all of that, you're really obscuring all these diverse details about people's lives.
It's a really dangerous rhetoric when you begin to put good versus bad, legal versus illegal. Listen, I crossed into this country. I migrated. I walked with my brothers and my mother. I was a poor kid who had no shoes. How could I know that there was a legal process? And when I came into this country, I absolutely found out what it was to be entering into that legal process. I'm in that process now 11 years and counting. So what you're doing is instead of looking up to the systems that are putting all of these situations into place, you are looking down to the people most downtrodden. We did nothing to deserve this. It is actually the systems that are at play that you have to look and reflect and say, why is this happening to your family? Why is it that your people...
But why people doesn't fight to their own government? Why they want to fight and demand America?
And that is insulting.
Why?
That is
Why
insulting.
you guys victimize yourself?
There is no victimization.
Victimize.
How
Yeah,
can you
why can't I
say, how dare you say that there is a victimization between my mother making a very real strategic decision and logical to say, I am going to reunite my kids together to live under one roof.
Everyone have their own story, and I'm fine with this. But now we're talking about the thousands of people trying to jump our territory.
Language is important. Language is important in how you discuss the people who are
I'm
seeking
just getting
asylum.
tired to feel like, oh, I cannot say this because they're gonna get offended. I'm offended because I'm an American, because I'm follow the law. I'm offended because I'm a Christian woman, because I'm a woman with principle, with moral, with faith.
Something that's very interesting to me is when religion comes into place, right? And we say, I am an American, I am a Christian, yet you are unable to put aside the political and look at a human being and say, you deserve to be under one roof with the people that you love, regardless of what the government decides to call you.
But does that give you a right to break into my house?
Exactly.
To break into whose house?
Yeah.
This
Because
is
we
our
can
house.
take that back and think about
Let's call
whose
about
house.
it. Yeah. Look, whose house?
Whose house?
The next statement is, becoming a legal citizen should be easier.
If you look at the way that the government issues visas, it's in a completely political system. Who gets it? What time? How many years? And so when you think about citizenship, it absolutely should be easier in the legal process. But let's not lose sight. The citizenship also means the way that you move about in your values and say, I can be a citizen of this country because I am a human being.
And I think we have to recognize that undocumented immigrants don't want to be undocumented. If we were up to undocumented immigrants, they will go, show up, apply for a green card, and then apply for citizenship, and that's it. The system is currently failing because we are not appointing people who are able to understand why people are coming. People who are able to connect with the different stories that people are bringing forth.
But the problem is we need all to agree, but even legal or illegal immigration need to be controlled because you can see what is happening here in California. We see our street looking like a third world.
You know, I would respect that. I would respect that opinion if I didn't know that more people were leaving the U.S. than coming in. That undocumented immigrants are not the ones predominantly committing crimes in this country. You see that people are more likely to leave now than come in.
Let me tell you this. I'm sorry to disagree. When people are complaining about gun, they say, oh, we need gun control because even one life matters. Well, it's the same thing. Even if the undocumented people haven't committed a crime, even one life matters. And let me tell you this. I have a sister who became a widow at the age of 34 with 2 little boys because her husband got killed for an illegal alien. And my brother-in-law life matter. The wall for me is a message of love from our president to his people because he wants to protect the people from this side of the wall. Even you guys, he wants to protect everyone from this side of the wall. But we need to understand home is first. How can I help someone far away if I'm not able to help the people who is close to me?
The reason why I am so against the wall, number one, economically very infeasible. And number two, I don't see the wall as being a physical barrier between two countries. I see it as a very symbolic barrier between people. People who are running for their lives are still going to come. Because trust me, your desire to live is going to help you find a way to get over some wall. You know, that's not the problem. Walls, barricades, barriers are not the economic, moral answer.
Everyone in this room can make America great by finding solutions rather than finding problems. That's what a lot of people like to do. We like to point out what's wrong and not try to figure out what we can do to make it better. We all agree that the immigration system sucks. Like, you do what again? Like, you're into the field of?
I'm a paralegal, but I've been a legal representative.
Okay. And so you know more about it than I do. I don't know shit compared to you, so I want to hear your perspective, and I'm open to that. That's what America needs more of. You have something I don't. You're superior in that field, and if we look at intellect before skin tone or before politics, that would open up more doors to make America great, or make America even better. It's people who are in this country who want to fight for the betterment of it is what's making this country great.
I'm kidding.
You did too well, so I really appreciate that.
I have so many questions, but I really appreciate your input.
Yeah, no, you got anything you want.